What's going on? A lot has happened in a week since I last posted a video. At least it seems like a lot has happened. To start this off, I was trying to stick my whatever you want to call it, my thing to hold the phone so I could make these videos a little bit more proper and I don't have to hold the phone in my hand. But yeah, I broke the stick trying to do that, so I just started the video. So yeah, basically I'm gonna just run it through. A lot has happened, like I said, so grab a snack, grab a little cup of water or something, and I'm gonna run you through it. So took down, let me move this over a little bit. Okay, so took down the cold house. On the bright side, all these little baby green wave mustard greens popped up, so they'll be good. They're very cold hardy. It was kind of just annoying, like, you know, I didn't really have the best door situation, and it was like I didn't want to open it because then I'd let out all the I would let out all the hot air or the heat that was contained in the cold house. So basically I just took it down. Now that all those seedlings sprouted, they will be good even if it gets down like real cold. And my idea is to tease them apart, divide them, and put them around the garden where spaces can be filled in. So now I have this whole space, and I'm thinking I'm gonna either do like some of the tomatoes or some summer squash, because they get really big and prolific, and just one plant actually ends up producing a whole bunch. So maybe a succession planting of the 2 summer squashes that I'm planning to plant for this year. Then going in, so if we bring it back to March 6th, that was like it was 60 degrees. So that was like the first day that it was really warm. The soil was still even kind of frozen. I probably was like pushing it, planting seeds on that day. So anyways, this bed is a result of that. So right here, we're gonna call this bed A. So I've numbered and lettered all the beds to make it easy for me to understand, easy and confusing at the same time. So backside row, red cord chantenay carrot. Down the middle, evergreen bunching onions. And then on the side, red Russian kale. Then it goes into Bloomsdale spinach and outrageous lettuce, continuing the effect of Bloomsdale spinach, evergreen bunching onions down the middle. Like I said, that was on March 6th. That was like the first day that it was actually warming that day. So I literally was still like kind of chipping through the ice in the soil. So don't know how these are going to do, but that was technically the first succession of plantings. So now bring it over to this bed over here. So yeah, I skipped over this bed. So it goes like this. A, 1, 2, B, C, D, E. That back one is F right there. And then the outside, it goes G, L, M, N. So it gets a little confusing, because basically what happened was like I planted the bed, and then you know, I didn't want to go to the one right next to it because I had other plans for it. So that's how it all got skipped around, but that's okay. That's cool. It's all coming together. So it goes from A to B right here. And then so the second succession is 3 kinds of lettuce. We got Rogue D Ivor, Freckles, and can't remember off the top of my head. I have everything written down though. So then that goes from like right here over to where the garlic begins. So all of the garlic is coming up, which is a cool thing. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coming up just right here. So then it goes over the garlic. Then it goes to some Detroit red beets, kale, and I think some more lettuce. And then it goes over to a whole bunch of different like mustard greens and Asian greens. Now I have all these written down. I was gonna like have all my papers out, read all the names off to you, but there's just so much. I'm trying to, you know, not make the video so long, but there's just so much. So I'm just gonna explain it, and you know, as things come up, we'll get the real official names going for them. So I hopped over from B. I have plans for this row right here, and that is gonna be bush beans and dry beans, but I have until June to plant those. So in the meantime, this whole bed is Parisian carrots, Cylindra beets, and then German giant radish. But this is actually bed C. Going over, so then we got real cool succession right here. It's two rows of German giant radish again, two rows of purple top white globe turnip, and then 2 rows of gourmet blend beets. And there's even a little tiny row of Swiss chard on the side. Then it goes into purple plum radish, cosmic purple carrot. Then it goes to, the cosmic purple, both the purple, the radish, and the carrot go out to like here. The other garlic starts, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 garlic coming up right there. Then it goes into cilantro, and then halbange parsnip. So these 3 beds right here are actually completely planted out. All last week was in the 50s, 60s, and literally it's gonna drop back down into the 19s, to the teens. So the idea is that a lot of these things actually take a long time to germinate and need the cool, wet, damp soils to do so. So I'm already ready to go, rocking in the ground, rolling. I did space my first successions a little bit too close together, so we're trying to space them a little bit more farther out. I think I just got a little bit too eager. But the things like the German giant radishes, those take 35 days. So every time those come out, could just plant another one in their space. Same thing with like the carrots and the beets. But you want more successions, so like when those ones come up and I replant, it's gonna take a whole nother 50 days for new beets to grow. So I need to have beets just coming into maturity as those ones are being pulled up to continue the whole succession. Overwhelming and in some ways hard to wrap my head around, but I'm wrapping around it and understanding it, obtaining it, digesting it. So it's all going down. So that would bring us to bed F. Where are we at? So it goes A, B, C, D, E. Okay, bed E. So we put some purple, mini purple top bunching onions right here the other day. It goes into the next planting of garlic. Got 1, 2, 3 coming up right there. Then I just did a new succession right here today. 2 rows of Forma Nova beet, 2 rows of the purple top white globe turnip, and 2 rows of Yellowstone carrot. So then the idea is literally from right here to right there, I planted all those. And it's because I have a on-point precision planter that will show in one of the next upcoming videos. So the idea is that, so from right here to right here, that's 2 rows of 16. So that's 32 of everything that I just named. So 32 in another week, we'll put another 32 of 3 different kinds of things. Another week, another 32 of those kinds of things. And then I also just put a succession of some Yankee Hardy Blend lettuce and some tot soy Asian greens right here, just so there's not nothing growing. Like, we always want something to be growing in the soil, utilizing the space that we have while we have it. So get the seeds in the ground, get something growing, make sure they're cold hardy. Like, obviously wouldn't want to plant tomatoes right now, wouldn't want to plant cucumbers right now, but all of these cold hardy greens and root crops, get them in the ground. So this is where the strawberries were, and I had planted a few strawberry plants last year. They multiplied, and I moved them from here to over here, in which now another succession of garlic coming up. 1, 2, there we go. 3, 4. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there's 9, 10 under this grass. So got a mini strawberry patch, and that's just 10 strawberry plants. I have 75 sets coming in the mail. I have no idea where I'm going to put them, but that's just what it is. So, oh, and then today also did from right here, it starts with New York early onion, going to Dakota Tears onions, to Lancer parsnip, along with some more Lancer parsnips right here, and daikon radishes. So, and right over here, this was also a lettuce mix blend, some arugula, and some New Zealand spinach, all in this section. So that first bed that I think I planted on March 6th, because it was so cold, I don't know how good it's going to do. I'm calling from here to the end of that bed open for more successions. Potentially, I have carrots planted all the way down where my finger's going in this little row right there. That's what I was the same time as those. I don't know how those are going to do, so potentially that is all open for more successions. What I just showed you right here, we have 1, 2, at least the next 3 weeks worth of successions right there. So every week I'll come out and plant another 32 well, yeah, it's 32 total, but then 2 rows of each. 2 rows, 3 rows. I got lost. I'm just lost, but I'm here and I'm found at the same time. We got rows. We got rows on rows of things planted. So just did like five or 6 wheelbarrow loads. Got a new fresh pathways of mulch and every pathway. So that'll be good. Every time it rains, it's like a nice compost tea. From that little cinder block all the way down to here is going to be 3 different kinds of corn. We got the Abenaki, Calais, Flint, Tom's popcorn, and then Martian Jewel's sweet corn. Although corn is wind pollinated, I found out that if it's not the same kind of corn, sweet corn can only cross with sweet corn. Flint corn can only cross with flint corn. Popcorn can only cross with popcorn. Therefore, I can grow all 3 and not worry about them crossing, which was my worry. So that's cool. And then actually I just said like from there to there is going to be corn, but I'm also going to work in like a little flower bed here in which I got like 10 different kinds of flowers. It's all coming together on the back right here. And this mulch. So if you've been following along, I got the 60 tomato plant seedlings still doing good. The 3 weeks old, they got about 3 more weeks to go in which they're going to be planted out here with some row cover. So in the wood chip ditch, because this is not a path on the end, this was actually like a little gully that I filled up with wood chips. There's going to be some horseradish that comes up perennial, and there's going to be some chives that come up a perennial. And in the rest is going to be all the tomato plants, trellis. I'm going to, make a trellis system, like a pole up here, 2 poles on the side, and then run a string from the bottom to the top for each tomato plant. And then on this little bank right here, do the cucumbers. I was thinking about trellising them together, but it would just be like too much. So potentially I'm just gonna let the cucumbers run on the ground again like I did last year. I see the benefits that come from trellising cucumbers, but I also did them on the ground last year and they worked just fine. So might just do that, dealing with what I got here for space. So yeah, I got the tomatoes, 3 different kinds of cucumbers about to go right here, flower bed, corn, mini strawberry patch. Things are gonna get intermixed with the corn, possibly some peas or lettuce for undersowing. And then I got 30 pounds of German butterball potato. So planting on, so we'll just literally go from the corn into this outsider bed from here all the way down, and then come wrap around the corner. That will be for the 30 pounds of the German butterball potato, which comes in the end of April. So that's what's going on. Got a lot to going on. Yeah, it'll be cool though. Thinking about ideas and just trying to make sure that I have enough food to provide at the market on a weekly basis. So if you want to buy some of this produce, come check a brother out at Arlington Farmers Market, located at the recreational town park. I think it's just called like Arlington Park. But yeah, starting June 3rd, be there every Friday from 4 to 7. So come check a brother out, and maybe you'll find some produce that you would like to indulge in. Some happy, healthy, nutrient-dense produce. And then the grass is coming alive. The grass is coming alive more and more every day. They say in my scythe book that May 15th is the day for Vermont mowing. So, and then I've also made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mounds in which I'll be planting all the different kinds of squash and pumpkin, and they'll just sprawl out, do their thing. We got Connecticut field pumpkin, New England pie pumpkin, Long Island cheese pumpkin, the buttercup squash. Got 2 different kinds of squash. I have the list. You'll see it. You'll see them as they grow. But basically, so for the next few weeks, I got one more succession. I got like 1, 2. Basically, I just have to do a succession every week. Because the corn doesn't go in until May 15th. So that's open real estate right there. All these potatoes, they don't go in until, May 20th. So that's open real estate right there. But the only thing is cherry belly radishes that only take like 22 to 25 days. But I'm not going to plant that whole thing to the cherry belly radishes. So I obviously have a lot to think about here and plan out. So One Love Wholeness, thank you for your support. It truly means so much to me, like so much. It's one thing to be to love what you are involved in doing, but it's another thing to have an amazing group of people behind you or aside you who support you. So one love to all of you, friends, family, and unknown. That's it. JsGrassFedGarden, 3/23/22. One Love Wholeness. We'll see you in a week. Peace.